Okay, so you know how hard it is to find the one?
Yeah.
It's like everyone's out there looking.
Yeah.
Dating apps promise all these connections, but
Oh,
you end up just swiping and swiping,
right.
and you just feel like, oh, this is,
It's exhausting.
yeah, it's exhausting. It can be so superficial,
Definitely.
and you just want,
Yeah.
you yearn for that deeper
Yeah.
connection.
A genuine connection.
Exactly. So what if I told you there might be a way to actually see your soulmate,
Mm.
even before you meet them in person?
Whoa. Hold on.
I know, right?
That's a big claim.
It is a big claim, but that's what we're looking at today.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So we're diving into the world of empath Lynn and her soulmate drawings.
Soulmate drawing.
Yeah, I know it sounds a little out
A
there,
little bit. Yeah.
but
I'm open-minded.
good because Lynn comes from a long line of psychic empaths.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't just like some random internet trend.
Right.
It's like a lineage,
Interesting.
a history here that
Mhm.
makes it all the more
Compelling.
compelling.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it really is this blend of
And just,
ancient practices with this really modern twist,
Mhm.
which I think is what's so captivating about it.
Absolutely. And we're seeing this resurgence of interest in like crystals and energy work.
Yeah.
And it's like people are looking for something more. They want something beyond just the rational.
No way.
Like they want to connect with something deeper.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So how does this whole soulmate drawing thing actually work? Like, how does she do it?
Yeah, I'm curious.
So Lynn combines her psychic abilities
Okay.
with her artistic talent to create a portrait of your soulmate.
Wow.
But here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
She uses charged crystals
Yeah.
to amplify the connection during the drawing process.
Mm.
She even floats a pouch of crystals in water to enhance their energy.
No, that's fascinating. This use of crystals is really interesting because it taps into this long history of using crystals for healing and divination. Different cultures believe they can hold and transmit energy.
Right. And it's interesting how she incorporates those
That is.
ancient beliefs into this
Yeah, yeah.
modern practice.
say that.
I know what you're probably wondering, though.
What's that?
Does Lynn actually see the soulmate's face in the crystals?
Yeah.
Or is it more of a symbolic representation?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And it's one we're going to delve into deeper as we unpack this whole concept. But I have to admit, even if it's a little unnerving, the idea of having this visual representation of your soulmate is incredibly compelling.
It definitely raises a lot of questions, like how much of our romantic destiny is already decided versus how much is a matter of choice. Like if you could see your soulmate's face, would it feel like seeing the future or like a roadmap you have to follow?
Yeah, that's a great point. And that's just one of the thought-provoking things we'll be exploring in this deep dive. We're going to look into the stories, the techniques, and the potential implications of soulmate drawings.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we all crave that deep connection. And maybe, just maybe, there's more to this than meets the eye.
Yeah, maybe so.
You'll see.
You know, it's funny because this whole soulmate drawing thing really plays into our desire for connection, but also this like longing for destiny, like wanting to believe there's someone out there specifically meant for us.
Yeah, like the universe has a plan.
Exactly. And this drawing is like a tangible representation of that belief.
It's interesting you say that because
Yeah.
I'll admit, when I first heard about soulmate drawings, I was skeptical.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
I get it.
Can you really just draw someone's soulmate based on, like, psychic intuition?
Yeah, it sounds pretty wild.
It does. But then I started reading these testimonials
Oh,
from
yeah.
people who claim they actually found their soulmate after getting a drawing done by Lynn.
So are the testimonials convincing?
They are, actually.
Okay, so tell me about some of them.
Okay, so there's this one about Sarah.
Okay, Sarah.
She got a drawing and immediately recognized the face.
Nate, really?
Yeah, it was her college sweetheart.
Wow.
They had lost touch years ago,
Oh,
but the drawing like reignited a spark, and they ended up reconnecting.
no.
Yeah, and getting married.
That's amazing.
It really is. It's like the drawing was this catalyst,
Yeah.
like a nudge from the universe to reconnect with someone who was meant to be in her life.
It makes you think.
It does. Like, what if these drawings can help people overcome those missed connections, you know, the what ifs that we all have?
Yeah, everyone has those.
Right.
So what other stories are there?
Well, there's another one about Alex.
Okay, Alex.
He'd never been in love,
Okay.
but was curious about what his soulmate might look like.
So he went and got a drawing.
Exactly.
Did he recognize the face?
He didn't,
Mm.
but the personality traits that Lynn described
Okay.
resonated with him.
Interesting.
And then 2 years later, he was on a business trip and met a woman
Hmm.
who was the spitting image of the drawing,
No way.
with all the personality traits Lynn described.
That's wild.
It really is.
It's like she somehow tapped into some kind of energetic blueprint, like a soul signature that goes beyond time and space.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It is.
It really makes you question how we find love. Like maybe there are forces at play that we're not even aware of.
Right. And it makes you wonder, if we could all see our soulmate's face, would we become so fixated on finding that person that we miss out on other connections?
That's a really good point.
Like, could it create this self-fulfilling prophecy where we only see what we want to see?
I think that's definitely a risk.
Yeah.
It's like having a soulmate drawing could be empowering,
Yeah.
but also potentially limiting.
Right.
It could give us a sense of direction, but it could also lead us to overlook other opportunities for love.
So then how do we balance this desire for certainty with the fact that love is inherently uncertain? Like, can we use this information as a guide without letting it completely dictate our choices?
I think the key is finding a balance between being open to destiny and maintaining our own free will.
Yeah, like,
The drawing can offer insights,
right.
but we ultimately have the power to choose how we interpret and act on that information.
It's like remembering that love is a journey.
Yeah, not a destination.
And even if we have glimpses into the future,
Yeah.
the path we take is ultimately up to us.
It's about staying open to those unexpected twists and turns,
Yeah.
knowing that sometimes the greatest love stories are the ones we could never have predicted.
That's true.
And that brings us to the big question. If you could see your soulmate's face, would you want to? Would you embrace the knowledge? Or would you fear the implications?
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is. It really makes you think about what you believe about love and destiny and the power of choice.
Yeah, it really does.
So we spent this deep dive exploring this world of soulmate drawings, where psychic intuition meets art.
It's a pretty fascinating concept.
And we've looked at the techniques, the
Yeah.
stories, and the potential implications of seeing your soulmate's face before you even meet them.
It's definitely a lot to unpack.
It is. And throughout it all, we keep bumping up against this tension between wanting certainty and the fact that...
Love is a mystery.
Exactly.
It's unpredictable.
It is, and that's part of what makes it so exciting.
But it can also be frustrating.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're looking for that deep connection.
Right.
You want some kind of assurance.
Some sign that you're on the right track.
Yeah, and that's where this idea of free will versus destiny comes in. Like, if we see our soulmate's face, does that mean our path is already set?
That's a big question.
Is.
Like, do we still have a choice?
Or is it all predetermined?
Right.
I don't know if there's an easy answer.
Me neither.
But maybe the drawing is more like a signpost than an actual roadmap.
I like that.
Like, it gives you some direction.
A glimpse into a possible future.
But you still get to choose how you get there.
Exactly.
It's about using this information as a tool
All right.
to figure out what you really want in a partner. Are you open to the unexpected? Are you willing to step outside your comfort zone to find those connections that really matter?
Because at the end of the day, love isn't just about finding the right person. It's about becoming the right person.
Yeah, becoming the person who's ready.
For that deep connection.
For that real love.
Who's willing to embrace the unknown?
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, these soulmate drawings can help us get there. Not by giving us all the answers, but by making us ask the right questions.
Yeah, the questions that lead us back to ourselves.
Of our own hearts.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we encourage you to keep thinking about these ideas.
Yeah, what resonated with you?
What are your beliefs about love and destiny?
And if you're curious about empath Lynn and want to learn more about her work, we've included a link to her website in the show notes.
But no matter what, remember that love is an adventure.
Yeah.
A mix of chance encounters.
And the choices we make?
So stay open, stay curious, and never stop believing in the magic of connection.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep those hearts open.
You never know where love might be waiting.